Hello, my dear friends. Hope you all be fine and doing well. Thank you so much for joining me again. Thank you so much for joining in your channel. So, my dear friends, today I brought you another game and another puzzle. So, my dear friends, in this game, first of all, I'm taking your time and you have to analyze the entire game for only 1 minute. So if you analyze the entire game perfectly and carefully, so you will find checkmate in only 3 moves. So my dear friends, in the latest lots of puzzles I brought you that you have checkmate in only 3 moves, and I'm analyzing the entire positions and moves for you. So most of the time, as I told you in previous videos, that I'm going to find the puzzles that is really happening in the real game. So therefore you will have less time and you can learn lots of puzzles, and you can play chess with your opponents in a best way, in a best manner. So for a few minutes you have to think with yourself that you are playing against your opponent and you have the white pieces, and now it is your move. So can you find it, my dear friends, what would be the best move in here for white pieces? So when you want to checkmate your opponent in only 3 moves. So see here, my dear friends, your opponent has a very good control also in the center, and right now it seems that it's very difficult for you to checkmate your opponent. But in here, if you think it perfectly, or if you think critically with yourself, you have this opportunity and you have this brilliant move, and you have to sacrifice your queen and you can checkmate your opponent. So the best move in here is to sacrifice your queen. So sacrificing your queen is very nice and nasty. Sometimes, my dear friends, you have to think with yourself carefully. If you are not thinking with yourself, if you not assured yourself 100%, don't, then please don't sacrifice your queen, otherwise you will lose the entire game. So if you calculate it with yourself 100%, you are assured, then you have to sacrifice your queen. So right now in here, the best move would be sacrificing your queen. Where you have to sacrifice your queen, this one is also very important. You cannot sacrifice your queen by taking the bishop into g7. It's not a good idea because your opponent directly taking by queen. So what would be the best move in here? You have to sacrifice your queen into g6. You have to sacrifice your queen into g6 check. By giving this check, your opponent has not any other option, and his king is completely locked. He cannot go anywhere, so he has only one option. So the first option, so if he takes with king, it's not possible because your queen protected by your pawn. So in here, your opponent has only one option, and that option is taking your queen by his bishop. So in here, when your opponent takes your queen by his bishop, you have the base move in here, and now you have checkmate in only 2 moves because you closed one step towards success. So my dear friends, pause the video for only 1 minute. If it's possible, you have to find the best checkmate in here in only 2 moves if it's possible. So see, my dear friends, in here, if you analyze the game in here, so I told you you have checkmate in only 3 moves. So one move I completed, I sacrificed the queen, but in here you have the best checkmate here by giving just 2 moves. So in here you have to analyze that, my dear friends, that your opponent king is right now stalemate. He cannot go anywhere, it's completely locked. So that's why we have to give him a check by force, so he has to take your pawn. So the best move here is to give a check by your knight into g7. It is the best move in here, so you have to give this check. This is very fantastic check. So this check, as I said, that your opponent cannot go anywhere because it's completely locked. So in here, the only option is remained for your opponent is to take your knight by his pawn to protect the check. So when your opponent takes your knight by his pawn, so you have the brilliant checkmate, and that is double check, and that is also called checkmate. So you have to take the bishop by your pawn, and that is check and mate. Check and mate. So this is double check and mate. So your opponent cannot go anywhere, as I told you in previous puzzles, that in double check there is no other option to protect it without moving away or displacing your king. But you see in here, your king has not any other squares to go. So in here he cannot there is double check, one check by rook and another check by pawn. So your opponent king cannot take your pawn because it is protected by your bishop. So he cannot cover this check by his bishop because it is double check. So in such a way you can give a very fantastic checkmate your opponent. So thank you so much my dear friends for watching and taking your time. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to bring lots of good videos. I just need your attention and I just need your assistance. Thank you so much.